Hello, everybody. Welcome to writing class. We're going to be playing around with some Mad Libs today. Now, we did do Mad Libs earlier this year, but it's been a little while, so let me remind you how they work. If you get into Schoology in your writing class, I'll show you where you can find these. There are 6 different pages that you can choose from. These are all silly Valentine stories, but you are going to fill in some of the blank spots in the story. So if you click on Courses in Schoology and then click on your writing class, you're going to go to the yellow folder and then click on the orange folder. Then right down here at the bottom, that's where it says Valentine Mad Libs. So if you click on it, it will pull up all the different pages. You can print all the pages if you'd like, or you can just choose 1 or 2, whatever you think would be the funnest out of all of these. This is not an assignment. This is something just for fun, but it can give you some practice with spelling, because we're going to see if we can find any words from your spelling list that will work. And it will give you practice remembering some of your grammar terms. You might get to practice remembering what a noun is, or a verb, or an adjective, and I'll help you guys as we're going along so that you can remember, okay? Let's try a couple as a class so that you guys can get warmed up. And then if you want to print some of these, you can play Mad Libs with your family, with some friends. You can just do it on your own and see if you can come up with the craziest Valentine story out of all. Now, a couple of hints. When you're looking for the blank spots in the story, don't read the story. It's hard, but just make your eyes look at each blank spot, and in the little parentheses underneath, it tells you what kind of word you need. And then the more creative you can be with the words, the funnier the story is going to be. For example, if they ask for an animal, cats are nice. I like cats, but it's probably not going to be as funny as if I come up with a more interesting animal like a platypus or a llama, okay? So think kind of crazy, kind of wacky and out there. All right, so let's try this first one. We'll use any words that we can from list A. And then if there's something that doesn't fit, then we'll come up with our very own words. You ready? Okay, so the first thing they want us to do is come up with a food. And I don't see any foods over here. We have my aunt first, water, bad, bat, glad, mad. So let's come up with our own food. Now remember, the sillier or weirder it is, the funnier it's going to be. So should we say something kind of crazy like cabbage or liver? Let's see. Let's say cabbage. Cabbage is spelled C-A-B-B-A-G-E. Okay, now we need a body part. All right, so we could say like a hand or a foot or a nose. Let's say foot. F-O-O-T. Ooh, now we need a noun. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. Do we have any nouns over here? An ant would be a noun. Water is a noun. A bat would be a noun. Let's do ant. We'll just start at the top. Okay, then food. Ooh. Let's see, we don't really have any foods over here, we already decided, so let's come up with something else. What if we say, bubblegum? And then we need a color. Let's say brown, black, gray, puce. What should we do? Ooh, Let's say lavender. And that's like light purple. And then we need another body part. Oh my goodness. Let's say noses. Okay, now we need another body part. Wowzers, there are so many body parts on this one. Let's say big toes. And we need a verb. Do you guys remember what verbs are? Those are action words like run, jump, play. So let's see, do we have any action words over here? I'm not seeing any. So what if we said flip? And then we need a noun. Pillowcases? And then one more verb. So one more action word. What shall we do? How about if we say, oh, I'm stuck, guys. What kind of action word shall we do? What if we said, let's say swing. All right, we filled them all in. Let's read our crazy story. You guys ready? Here, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can read along with me. Chocolate hearts and other Valentine treats. Valentine's Day is a big holiday if you like cabbage. Foot-shaped boxes of ants are a popular gift. Baked goods like bubble gum decorated with lavender frosting and noses are another tasty treat. Candy big toes with sayings like flip pillowcases are fun to trade with friends. After all those sweets, it's a good idea to swing your teeth at the end of Valentine's Day. That's a pretty crazy one. That was pretty good, guys. All right, let's do one more. And this time we'll do list B in your book. So let's take a peek at it. Here are the words on list B. We have, oops, we're stuck here. We have boxes, foxes, messes, dishes, couches, brushes, bushes, rushes, wishes, washes, dashes, find, hole, fear, fair, flutter. Okay, let's see what we can find. So first we need a verb. That's an action word. I think flutter would be a good action word. Let's put that one in. Flutter is F-L-U-T-T-E-R. And then we need a noun, but it has to be plural, so more than one. Oh, perfect. Look, we could do boxes or foxes. Which one should we do? Let's do foxes. Then we need a person. So let's say, let's see. Let's do Brother Long. He's the one that does warrior training with you guys. And what's another good person? Taylor Swift? Okay. Taylor Swift. All right, then we need a place. Do we have any places over here? I guess in the bushes is kind of a place, right? We don't really have any places over here. Oh, wait! We could use the word fair, because this can be an adjective. Like if someone is beautiful, in a story you might hear about a fair princess, but also what if you were going to like the county fair where you've got rides and booths and all that stuff? So fair could be a place. So let's put that down. You can buy Valentine's. Here we go. Fair is the place, and then a verb. A verb. We could do wash. We can just take the ES off the end. All right, we need another body part. Elbow. And then we need 2 colors. So let's say green and yellow and black. And then we need another noun. What if we say boxes? And I bet there's and dishes. Those are great nouns. We need a first name. Mickey Mouse. And then an adjective describes a person, place, or thing. So let's say we could say short, we could say silly, we could say goofy. What if we say goofy? Whoops, I almost spelled it wrong. That's crazy. It's spelling. Goofy. And then one more noun. A couch. Nice. And then one more noun. Bushes. Bushes. Ooh, we got lots of spelling practice on that one. That was pretty good. Okay, let's read it. How do you guys think we did? Sorry, the kids are being pretty loud as they're going in and out if you guys are hearing stuff in the background. All right, Valentine's Day celebration. Valentine's Day is a holiday celebrating love and friendship where you flutter foxes to Brother Long and Taylor Swift. You can buy Valentines at the fair or wash them yourself. They are usually shaped like an elbow and are green, yellow, or even black and decorated with boxes or dishes. Mickey Mouse, a goofy cherub holding a couch, is the Roman god of bushes and a common symbol of Valentine's Day. That was a pretty good weird one. All right, guys, so you get the idea. Try not to read the story and just come up with the silliest words that you can think of. That's it for us today. Thanks so much for coming, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.